Hi, I'm Jake Carter.
And I'm Nathan Carter.
And I'm Karen Bourne.
And welcome to the Carter Couch. Hello everyone, I'm Jake.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Karen.
And welcome back to the Carter Couch.
/ Borden.
Episode number 5.
Borden.
Where are we coming to them from,
We are
Nate?
live from the Lochern Resort here in wonderful Fermanagh.
Oh, wonderful Fermanagh. You have to say that.
Wonderful Fermanagh from this
Nathan's
wonderful
hometown.
hotel. Would you know that I'm an ambassador of this hotel?
Oh, yes. Very nice. And why are we here?
We're here tonight for the launch of Carter clothing.
We've finally got our hands on some clothing.
Can we hang on a minute? I didn't get the memo clearly.
Oh, why?
I've got a
Have
cardigan.
you not got a nice jumper? I
Well,
picked
I
the pink
put
one
some on.
because I wanted to be very, very discreet with my colouring.
This is our range in the background.
Very fancy. So when this is all going to be live, by the time this podcast is out,
It's out.
This is out
it's
now.
live.
And people can go to-
CarterClothing.ie.
Oh my
Dot
God,
I-
what do you think, lads?
very nice, Karen. Suit you.
I'm obsessed with these jumpers.
And it's just men's clothing, but women can wear it
Hello?
too, as you can see.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm saying it looks lovely. It's nice.
Well, that's the woman's jumper. So
This is women's.
Says the fella in
I
a
could
pink
pull it
jumper.
off.
Oh, is it just men?
Anyway,
All different colours.
we're live here from the Lochern, but we're just back from Carter on the Costa.
Yeah.
Not
We
Carter Clothing and not Carter Couch,
No.
but Carter on
What
the
else
Costa.
coming?
too many
Jesus.
Carters.
Carter condoms. We're not doing that again. Right. But did you have a good week? It went really well.
I thought it was the best trip we've had. We've done it for 9 years now.
Was that what it was? Year 9?
Years, and
I only got invited in the 9th year.
took her 9 years to get here.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I've
man.
only known you for 6, so
Yeah. Oh God, it took me 6 years to go. Do you know I was so surprised with the whole trip?
Well, I was a
kind
bit
of-
worried as to what Karen would think. Do you know what I
did
mean?
think you were kind of apprehensive about going. to
No,
be
I
honest,
was because I didn't really know what to expect. But I couldn't believe the crack. Just watching around even the pool, everyone was having a ball.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Karen done a dancing lesson, so that
We
went
did.
down really well.
Yeah, I was very nervous about that. I teach dancing all the time, but I don't know why I was nervous there.
Yeah, and we do a dance retreat in Marbella, but that was so much warmer, I felt. Did you not think
Oh,
that?
it was roasting.
Yeah.
It was
But
25, 24, 25 every
I was
day.
absolutely drenched with sweat, and there was loads at it, so it was really
And
well.
they all
were
can
inside.
dance.
And we no, I was
Yeah.
out. I was
But,
outside.
like, I think the country music, most people can dance that go to them.
Do you know what it
gigs.
is? We've always done like jiving lessons, quick step, waltzing.
Do you want to
But then
show
you're,
me your moves?
yeah, you done salsa, didn't you?
Yeah.
And a few other bits. So I think people were just delighted to have something a bit different, and
That was great.
it's
crack.
all age groups at it as well. Like
Yeah.
there's teenagers up to
Big
grannies
mixture.
and grandads. So it went down really well.
Even the night time, like I was like I don't know most of the country music, the songs and all, but I was having the time.
you love the Tumblin' Paddies.
They were like the place was bleeding kicking when they came
the
on.
paddling tummies, as Karen called them. I love them paddling tummies. They're brilliant.
Yeah, I got a bit mixed up, but yeah, they were brilliant. The whole night though, from start to finish, everyone is up enjoying themselves. I
no,
never
it's really
seen
good.
so many people up on the dance floor from the beginning of the night to the end. You know the way normally people get brave near the end.
Yeah.
Everyone
With a few
dances
drinks.
all night
Yeah,
long.
they just get up the whole
Oh,
time.
as Lionel Richie said.
All night
Right, before we
long.
start this episode, then I just want to go through a few messages that we've had in over the week. Jennifer Ward from Dublin, who listens to the podcast every week, she's celebrating a massive birthday today. We won't say how old she is, but she's turning 51 next year. And that is a big
Happy
shout out from
birthday.
her sons at Teddy Valeting, who
Oh, they're
clean our
brilliant.
cars
Yeah,
in
we-
Dublin.
they're
They are
unreal.
the best.
Plug,
Check them
plug.
out.
Plug,
them. We want to say a massive hello to Andrea Cook, who's listening from Agadir. Is it Agadir? Agadir. No, that's Agadir.
Secretary.
That is in Morocco. So a listener from Morocco, and she just says, "Go on, Sharon." I think that's going to stick, you
No,
know.
do you know I have people saying, "Go on, Sharon," like when I'm walking down the street. My name is
Can
Karen.
we just say the funniest thing is, Nan, you say the story, go on.
So this is obviously Karen,
What?
and the lady that manages myself is called Sharon. And Nan was calling Karen Sharon, and then she rang me the other day and says, will you speak to Karen about the merchandise? I says, Karen, what's she to do with my merchandise? She was like, no, it's
Poor
Sharon.
Nan,
isn't it?"
we're making it even worse, the fact that we keep
I
bringing it
know.
up. Right, we want to say as well a big shout out to Claire Barrett. She says that she was in Calpe last week at Carter on the Costa and went to the Mercadona, which is the supermarket over there, for some supplies, and she bought some tissues. She only realised when she got back to the room, however, that they were mint-scented tissues. Firstly, she wants to ask, what is the point of them? And secondly, she got along with them until that there was no tissues in the ladies' room. Then she hated them even more. Ooh. She wants them straight in the bin, and we're not even in that section.
They weren't mint. I'd say they were actually the stuff that
unblocks your nose.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they're for, is it?
Very fresh down there,
I'd say that she had a lovely squeaky bum, after going to the toilet. Yeah. Oh. But I wonder, did it sting? Is that why she didn't like them?
I wouldn't keep you fresh. Yeah, it'd be like menthol.
Menthol?
Did you ever use that menthol? Did you ever use that shower gel, the menthol?
Oh, did you ever use the green one? What's it? Yeah, it's like mint, isn't it, as well? Yeah. But you know what? You feel so clean after using that. I use it sometimes after football, and it's like, it makes you like freezing though.
Anyway, moving
on. Claire, just buy normal tissues next time. And finally, the last message for this week is from Sunny. She sent an email in saying she loves the podcast. On a few of the previous episodes, however, you have been taking the mick out of Nathan's big toe. Maybe he should show his loyal fans.
I wouldn't put them through.
It is a big toe, in fairness.
We haven't got a wide enough lens for my big toe.
Would you, do you know, like the whole OnlyFans feet thing? Like, I'd never get that.
Yeah, but
maybe I should have just done OnlyFans instead of Carter Clothing.
Maybe,
And on the toe fetish
just for the one
section.
toe.
Do you know, like, I wouldn't knock that. I'd love to know how you get into that.
What, OnlyFans?
My feet now are absolutely in a heap.
Just for feet, you mean, is it?
I'd say people would be interested to see my feet if I'm a dancer.
I'd say your feet as a dancer are like...
They're rotten, but
they're in bits.
Yeah. You get a few bob for them.
Karen's toenail falls off every season.
Yeah, it does be my sock.
God.
It's in my sock all the time.
You chew it, do you?
Too far. Too far.
Tooth floss. Can I just say about Spain as well before we go any further?
Of course you can.
So I didn't realise... I should have known this because we've done it for 9 years. But on the third day, I'd forgotten that we were occupying maybe 80% of the hotel. So there was 20% of the people that weren't.
They were just on holiday.
On our trip. They could have been German or.
Could they join in on everything?
Well, they were there during the day, at the pool and stuff.
But they don't get in of an evening. That's
but I was just being my usual self, and in the morning or the afternoon when I'd walk around the hotel, I'd just be waving to everyone saying, "Good afternoon, hello. How are you? Hope you're having a good time," winking away. "You're very welcome on the trip." And then I only realised these people didn't have the band because all of our group had a band on. So they were probably some random...
you were talking to full-on strangers. You could have been foreign.
Were they like, couldn't
probably foreign, and there's me going, "You're very welcome to the trip. Have a wonderful week." Winking. Have a great time.
They must have thought you were really friendly.
Come in for a picture. Get a selfie.
I'd love to know what those people thought of you.
Do you know what the other thing is?
Like, who is this randomer?
You were like, "Hi, everyone.
Enjoy your holiday."
While we're talking about coming back from Spain, we were then straight to Glasgow for a gig at the weekend in the concert hall over there, which was a great gig, by the way. Really, really well. But we went for coffee, and I don't know, is it just me, but does anyone else forget to stop speaking Spanish? So I was in the coffee shop in Glasgow, and your woman gave me the coffee, and I was like, "Oh, gracias." And she looked at me like I had 3 heads, and I was like, "Oh, no, I just meant to say thank you, but does anyone else do that? No?
No.
Just me?
I've never done that, no.
Yeah, that was me.
I have replied in a Scottish accent, though, sometimes.
In a Scottish accent?
You're joking.
How'd you say thank you in a Scottish accent?
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Andrew, actually, our cameraman, I don't know where he is. Andrew. He puts a different accent on every day. Yeah, he's trying to be Scouse now at the minute.
About Spain, though, we did have a lovely last day.
We did. We had an extra day on the last day of Spain, where we had a nice relaxing day. After all, working very hard throughout the week. There was no time to switch off and have drinks and relax.
No partying allowed.
No.
Yeah, right.
There was absolutely no parties on the Costa. 7 a.m. Anyway, but the last day...
What was that? Good night. I'll see it in the morning. I'm like, it is the morning. Yeah, Nathan one time literally came in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was in a kink. He was like, "Right, night now, I'll see it in the morning." I'm like, it's 7 in the morning.
7 a.m.
Karen's just had her breakfast.
It's like, good night.
I'll see you in the afternoon.
So anyway, on the last day, I says, "Right, I'll book a massage for me and Karen to relax." So I booked it. Karen had already had a massage a couple of days before, so she was getting really spoiled.
I tell you.
I went down and booked it anyway, and then we went down and they were like, "Okay, we're ready for your massage." And then it was just one woman was walking us in. So I didn't realise I must have booked a couple's massage. which was I thought was lovely, but Karen's side of the story.
That to me is the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Your woman's walking us down and I'm going, well, we're obviously going to go our separate ways. No, goes into this room with pure big like love all over the like in petals and all. I'm like, is he all right? So 2 beds there, that's gone. I'd be more thinking of a masseuse. Is that what they're called? Like a couple there
chocolate
and like
masseuse,
2
or
girls.
it was like a vanilla masseuse.
No, but do you know like being them?
Yeah.
Did you not realise it was a swingers hotel?
I didn't realise the upside down
Stop
pineapples
me,
were all over the place.
What
Did
the
you know
hell?
that?
What?
Apparently swingers, if you
They
turn
have an
the
upside down
pineapple upside
pineapple.
down, it means that you're a swinger.
Yeah, or like they wear them on the clothes. Or
As
the
in
towel.
like, so you go to the supermarket and buy a pineapple, stick it out your window?
No, they have it on like t-shirts and stuff, or towels, or... Anyway, we're getting way off topic
Anyway,
here.
but yeah, so
Back
we
to the
went
massage.
in and I was kind of a bit like, I looked at Jake, he didn't seem too fussed. I said, this is pure weird, like 2 girls in massage and me and you. First of all, it's weird, anyway, you're getting massage and I'm lying here, but anyway, that's all right. Then, right, so he pulls back the towel and there's them disposable underwear, but I was only thinking to myself, like, that's surely just for a girl. He whips his jocks off and starts putting this little tongue up his arse. And I'm
That's
like,
what you meant to do. You meant to put the little knickers on.
I
Like,
says,
that's what they're
Jake,
for.
surely you don't actually use them. And he says to me, oh no, I always do anytime I get that.
Because I had
So he's
trunks on.
standing looking
So you're not
at me
going to
in
leave your
this
trunks
see-through
on.
little bleeding G-string. I was like, lie in the bed because I give me the ick first of all. So then we're both lying there on the bed. The knock on the door, these 2 girls come in. That's grand. And then all of a sudden this gobshite starts snoring.
I had a wonderful
So the whole
massage.
time
It was the
she's
best hour
massaging
ever.
me, and I'm embarrassed because I'm dying to tell him to shut up because he's pure making a big. And then at the end, she's like, "Did you enjoy it?" And here's Jake. Yeah. I'm like, well, I didn't because I was embarrassed because you're like a big pig beside me. Speaking of pig, what?
There's something underneath that couch, like a bird or something, or
No,
a rat.
stop.
I swear to God, I've just
No.
seen it.
No, Jake.
I swear to God. Oh, I thought that was a rat. Oh my God.
A robin.
Oh, thought there was a mouse.
Jake,
Anyway,
you're supposed to be like manly and protective.
we're going to have to cut that out because they're not getting
That's
a knock.
definitely
There it is,
staying
look. Oh, look at the little robin.
Oh.
It's okay. It's only a bird. We can leave it in. Right, so, anyway. The massage. I know. Sorry, Lenny, don't you worry.
So getting back to the massage. Oh, the massage.
The massage. I
I
had a
don't know
lovely
how to say
massage
that.
and a really relaxing last date, but Karen said that's the last time that she's going to get a massage with me.
Please, anyone write in and tell me, do you want to be lying beside your fella getting a massage? He's snoring in a G-string and you're just trying to relax. It's nothing
I didn't
relaxing
realise
about
I
it.
was snoring.
Oh, and then I kept thinking, Joe, when you got midway the massage, she lifts up the towel and is like, turn over. I was thinking, he's turning over now in these fucking see-through, sorry. He's turning
She had
over
the
in these
best look she's
see-through
ever had that week, I'm
jocks.
telling you.
Was there a pitch tent?
Right, we're going to
Oh,
take a quick
no,
break.
I never even
We'll be
thought of
back after this short break.
Ew.
Short, yeah.
And we're back with this week's Jake Take. So, for this week's episode, I'm going to talk about headphone etiquette with Jake's Take,
You love
okay?
that word,
I do.
etiquette.
So, a couple of months ago, actually, when I started working with you, I bought myself, do you know, the AirPods, but the Pro
his
ones, so they're
wages-
noise
his
cancelling.
wages was gone up,
They're
he
the best. Yeah.
treated himself.
They're the best thing ever, right? But what really annoys me is, and I'm going to ask, the more mature generation in general, right? They don't understand that when you've got them in, you can't hear anything.
Which noise cancelling?
Like,
so
you don't
can't
hear anyone.
them.
So there's 3 things I want to talk about. I was walking back out to the airport in Glasgow, and this lovely lady stopped me to get a picture. But she was walking. She must have been walking beside me for like 30
That's 'cause she
seconds.
knew me.
I don't know. But she must have been walking beside me 30 seconds, and then she tapped me and I turned, and then I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise she was talking to me. So then I got the picture, and then I felt so rude because it looked like I was
She's
just
been shouting
ignoring
at you
her.
for
I know.
about 50
And then I felt really bad, but then I was like, I couldn't
Not
hear
that
you.
cancelling, surely.
They
No,
are.
they are.
They definitely are. And then, right,
They
so
isolate your whole hearing.
just before that, we were on the flight, right? And you know when you get on the flight, you stick your headphones in, and
I think that's, even if you don't have them on, it's a thing to like, don't talk to me, I don't want to chat.
well, exactly.
Isn't it?
We had a couple of
That
pints
doesn't
after
That doesn't
Glasgow,
happen.
so I didn't
it?
have much sleep, and I was on the early flight, so I was like, right, I'll stick the headphones in, fall asleep, and just relax. So I stuck my headphones in. I was on a middle seat already. It was not going to be a good flight.
Yeah, you
Middle
said that with
seat,
me.
put the elbows out, and sat down. And next thing, this fella beside me just starts talking. But I could see him looking at me, and I'm like, does he not realise that I've got my headphones in and I don't want to chat? So then I did the whole thing of, oh, yeah, and made it really
What was he
obvious that I was
saying out of
putting me...
curiosity?
He's just chatting about like what he was doing for the day and stuff. But he just didn't understand. So that's the other thing. I just think if people have headphones in, just leave them be. Do you know what I mean? Do you not agree?
Well, we all know I'm unsociable anyway, so
Yeah,
most
you
people don't
definitely
even
agree.
try and talk to me now ever since they heard this podcast.
You're
Okay.
going to start wearing them for the podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
And the final thing that's made me talk about headphone etiquette, right, is when we were in Spain
Oh,
last
he's on
week.
one today.
So I'm on one with this, right? Had the headphones
That
in.
jumper's gone to your head.
Me and Karen went for breakfast, right? And I had a phone call with Brian, our producer. We had a meeting. So I put my headphones in. Karen was on loudspeaker to Amar on the phone, talking really loud. So I was like, oh, for God's sake. So I stuck the headphones in, got the laptop out, was sorting stuff out. And I must have been there for like 20 minutes. That was fine, always going well. But then Mum and Dad joined us for breakfast. And she didn't realise that I had my headphones in and that I was on a phone call. And she leans over and she just goes, "Good morning, gorgeous boy." And I had my headphones in, and Brian, this is straight into the mic, and Brian's on the other side of the phone. He's like, "What's that, Jake?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I wasn't saying that's you. That was," and then my
That was me
ma's
mum.
looking like, "What's up? And I'm like, "I'm on a
Yeah, but I
meeting."
don't know if it's weird or that you were like, that was just my mum. Good morning, beautiful boy.
Well, Brian got this right in his ear. It was like ASMR in the morning for Brian's meeting. I was like, oh, God. So, yeah, I just think we need to kind of educate everyone more on how AirPods work.
Just have a look at people if they've got earphones in. Just tap them.
Make sure they can see you if you're chatting to them, wave in front of them. But they do have the whole thing where if you talk, they turn off or they turn on the ambient sound. But it takes like 4 seconds.
You also have to touch them.
So, but you could talk to me and then I can't hear it. But when I start talking back to you, I can hear myself, if you get me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a flawed system. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up this week for the podcast.
So basically you're saying you're not rude, even though
You've
sometimes
got
you
that
are.
I'm not
your chest.
rude. Sometimes I'm just listening to stuff on my headphones.
You listen
So,
to yourself, your own podcast.
if you want to let us know what you think about headphone etiquette, you can get in touch with us at The Carter Couch on social media or email us at thecartercouch@gmail.com. We're going to be back very shortly with our In the Bin section.
Welcome back to the Carter Couch. The next section we're going to do is the In the Bin section.
Woo! Rupturous applause.
Talking a load of rubbish. So my In the Bin section this week, my topic is I got all my clothes washed after the Costa trip.
Oh,
Of course you didn't
And,
wash them yourself.
No, I've got a lovely
he doesn't know how to work a watch.
lady Veronica who owns a lovely
Go
dry
on,
cleaners
Veronica.
in Enniskillen.
That's her second
Big
mention on
shout
this
out
podcast,
to all the
yeah?
girls in
Go on,
Veronica's.
Veronica.
She done all the washing, and I had that much stuff that all the underwear and socks got piled into the one basket. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
got home, and then I had to try and pair the socks together.
Oh, does Veronica not pair your socks?
She does normally, but I think there was that much stuff.
Oh, Veronica
Oh,
wasn't happy
Veronica.
this week. Oh, Veronica, this is a dig of Veronica. This has got nothing to do with the socks. This is a dig
She
of
had
Veronica.
half the Tumbling Paddy's gear to do as well.
Okay, in fairness.
So she was busy this week.
She was busy.
Um,
So what do you want to put in the bin? Veronica?
No, the socks.
Oh, you want to put... Okay.
So basically what I'm saying is I have all different types of black socks.
Yeah.
Some of them are ankle socks, some of them are normal socks, some of them are...
Sports socks,
You get
yeah,
them
dress wear
specially made
socks.
Some of them
as
are
well
George
because of
from
your-
Is there
Asda.
socks with Carter clothing?
There's no socks.
Oh, coming very soon.
Watch this space. But anyway, it took me a solid 10 or 15 minutes to sort through all the different... Because I had like 20 pairs of socks and there was just different sizes everywhere.
I
And was
don't
going,
get why fellas even buy out with a little thing
No,
on them. Just get all
So
plain black ones.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck all the socks in the bin. No,
Ew.
I'm not. I'm going to take them to the charity shop and I'll sort them first.
And then take
but there's
them to
loads
the
of odd socks everywhere.
No,
so-
but I completely agree.
But I'm going to buy this exact
same
same
ones.
pair.
But it doesn't work.
It does.
I did
does.
this. I went to Primark or Penny's
Penny's
the other
one,
day,
yeah.
right? And I bought 2 packs of socks. £3 pack of socks. Brilliant. I was like, this is super. I'm just going to put them in. You can never find
No,
the other
I
one.
just throw them out. It's me.
Well, it's either,
So that's where they're all going. Then I
either
keep thinking they're in the washing machine.
Karen chucks them out or Lenny eats them.
But
One
no,
or the
he
other.
actually doesn't eat them. But you know what I think we need to
just
do?
get rid of them. I say, oh, do you know what? I can't be arsed.
I think what we should do is we should put like a law in that socks can only cost so much. Really cheap, make them really cheap and make them disposable. Like some sort of way. Someone should come up with something
There you go.
that makes them
Carter disposable
recyclable
socks
and we just
comes
have
soon.
disposable socks and you wear them once and then they go back into get recycled. I think that's how it should work.
No, I think that's
Well, I'm putting all my odd socks in the bin.
Because you
anyway.
spend more time
But
putting
in
socks
fairness,
together
just
than
wear
washing them.
odd ones. Who cares?
You can't wear odd socks. I remember when I was in school, I had socks that said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
still
And
have
I
that.
couldn't wear like a Monday sock and a Friday. That'd ruin my day.
Craig David loves them socks.
I was making love on. Is that song?
I put my sock on Monday. I put it again on Tuesday.
We
By
were making
Wednesday,
love
it was
on
fucking stinking.
So can we just
Hang
put
on.
odd socks in the
They're
bin?
two
We
different
don't want to put socks in the bin, but I think we can all vote on putting odd socks in the bin. And Karen, can you stop binning me socks?
Well, I'm buying them
And that would
most of the
solve
time
it.
anyway.
Right, Karen, have you got an in the bin?
No, I actually don't have it in the bin.
You do have it in the bin. You told me one before.
You're putting him in the bin.
What was me?
It's always something to do with me, but you wanted to put people who make noise when they yawn in the bin.
No, so do you know, I just think it's very... I wouldn't say put them in the bin, but it's very unnecessary. Do you know when you just go... sorry, that was a bad yawn, but do you know when you yawn and someone has to go... Ugh, is that any
But
need
it's
for
a
that
release.
noise?
Do you know
It's
Dad
like
does that all the time?
Oh, he always does it.
Dad does that
He
all.
always does it.
But it's like that extra big yawn. Do you know
No,
what I mean? I
no.
think it's nice. I think
I
it's like...
want to get that person's head and put it through the wall.
Why?
It's unnecessary
It's like
noise that's not needed.
Letting
Poor
go
Dad.
and letting the
no,
stress out.
sorry, not Ian. Oh, God.
I'm going to put your head through the wall.
Through the wall.
Jesus.
I'm not going to vote for that. Are you going to vote for that going in the bin?
No, it don't
Doesn't
mean
really
your
annoy me.
dad.
I actually really enjoy
Just
a really
less
loud
there in
lawn.
your ear.
Do you know lawn? I said lawn instead of yawn. Do you know what really annoys me though? Is people that sneeze multiple times.
That's my sister,
Like
Shell.
you sneeze once, that's fine. Sneeze twice, you're on
You're
the line
not
out.
in.
Sneeze 3 times, and it's like,
You're
all
looking
right,
for
mate, stop
attention.
attention seeking. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
That sneeze and don't cover everything.
Yeah, but that's just basic hygiene. That's disgusting. That can definitely go in the bin. But
Gotta cover
Shell, Karen's sister, must
She
sneeze
goes,
12
"Achoo,
times.
achoo, achoo, achoo," and
It's
I
a
actually,
nightmare.
I don't
You
even
reckon
say
it's a bit of an
"Excuse me"
orgasm?
around.
Oh, a bit of an
A
orgasm.
sneeze is like a 10th
Isn't that
of
if
an
you're meant
orgasm?
to like? Isn't it if you fart and sneeze at the same time?
Anyway,
You
no.
shit yourself.
you sh-
Would that happen?
I think someone
No,
did
it's burp and fart. You can't do that.
burp, fart, and sneeze at the once.
No, you can't. Oh, that's not
Imagine
possible.
that would
Oh
be
my
some
God,
release.
I really want...
Right, this is getting out of control. For our
it
last
should-
in the bin,
Oh, that'd be so embarrassing.
we have Andrew from Letterkenny wants to put
Andrew.
lifestyle trend, and he's put a swear word here. So I'm going to beep this for everyone who's listening at home who doesn't want to hear swear words. Lifestyle trend wankers. He wants to put in the bin, and he says the ones who feel the need to post about ice baths and sea swimming, would they do it if they
That is
couldn't post
pure
it?
you, Jake. You do my head in. Do you all know he goes to gym? No one gives a shite. Or like, do you know he puts up like his videos and he's doing this with his weight, and I'm like, who is that for? Because, like, yeah, you fair play to you.
It's for me, so I can look
Oh,
back
get
and be
over
like,
yourself.
right,
It's for
I can
everyone to
see
message
where
you
it
and
was.
say, oh,
I know
jeez,
I'm
Jake,
here.
you look great.
So we were in the bin section,
at
but this
me.
is actually going to
Yeah,
come
that's what it
into
is.
the Karen's Conundrum
Oh,
section.
this is my conundrum. I'm going straight in, people. My conundrum is, right, so first of all, I'm not into post what you want, but I just think when you're pure clenching your muscles, you're looking for attention, right? So that's grand. And then the conundrum is 11:15 at night, Jake, I'm just going to hop on that exercising bike. Sorry, what do you mean? We're going to bed, aren't we?
Okay, so
I need to do my cardio. You need to do cardio 11:15 at night on a bike that goes ee-oh, for the whole time.
we bought an exercise bike,
That's the
right?
mattress.
Do
You'd
the
rather be
cardio
on the
later.
bleeding bike.
I last longer on the bike, Karen.
Now, hang on, I'm confused.
Right, so we bought an exercise bike a couple of weeks ago, right? It was on offer, it was like 200 quid, but it's
It
not the
does be heading-
steadiest, so like
Yeah.
it needs a bit of WD-40 or something.
We keep saying that you haven't oiled it up anyway.
What
and,
about the bike?
and the bleeding noise about it, and he's on going 90 on this bike in the sitting room. I'm in bed and I'm like, no, you're riling me up now. And my second conundrum is the fact Jake is right mad about going to the gym, and we actually both have the same personal trainer. Ross, here's a shout out. But you ever get, I'm going in and I feel I'm busting me hole in the gym, and all I get told in every session is how great Jake looks.
By
No,
the personal
no.
trainer.
So,
Oh, Ross,
listen,
oh, no,
Ross,
Jake
right.
is... Shut up for a minute, let me finish my conundrum. Jake's doing brilliant in the gym. Oh, did you see his transformation? Oh, Jake, yeah, Jake. Sorry, I'm on front of you. To at least
On front of you.
At least give me a bit of bleeding praise here.
No, right, so...
You just lick his arse.
And that-
And anyway, Jake Pure, like I do say, yeah, I won't tell him if I'm after getting a spicy tray out of red rice out of the curry shop, right? I'm not going to tell him that. Jake puts it in his notes section in the fucking
So
planner.
Ross does like
to
this
let him
thing,
know.
and it's
He's a big
brilliant, right?
lickers.
He has a full like spreadsheet that you fill out.
I
and
don't
in
do any of
fairness,
that. I just go and see him.
I'm quite OCD, so I love doing it. So every day you put in what you've done, and you have to do
when
this
he's
every
lying
day,
in bed
right?
after being on the bike for an hour,
But
he comes
then-
in and then fills out his bleeding form. No wonder you look as good as you do. You don't give me any time.
But the problem
Actually,
is, you see, each week you're meant to send in your pictures, but Karen just doesn't send the
I don't
pictures
want
in.
to see myself bleeding in the nip, looking not where I want to be.
Oh, they're not in the nip now that you're sending
they're
them.
not actually
I hope
fully
they're
in
not
the
in the
nip.
nip,
Good man,
Ross. I'll be coming for you.
No, but Jake just like, take that photos for me, Karen. Oh, here we go, looking at him bleeding, thinking he's massive again. But my conundrum is, Ross, I need a little bit of like telling me I look good too.
Yeah, so you're just giving out about Ross, really.
No, Ross is unreal. Ross is the best trainer I've ever
You should have
had.
put Ross in the bin.
I know, Jesus
No,
Christ.
Ross, we love you, Ross.
I
But
think we need to go to a break and let Karen cool down. So
Yeah, it's
we'll
this
be
jumper.
back with the rest of our podcast very soon. Don't go anywhere.
You're very welcome back to the Carter Couch, and this week on Nathan's Nuggets, we're obviously talking about the Carter clothing, which
The reason
has
we are
just
here.
been released.
Woo! It is out now. Go to carterclothing.ie.
.ie. And tonight at the Lock we have a good few influencers here and a good few models.
Oh, that's us, Karen.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
us. We got our
Didn't even
mention
get
there.
asked
Did you
the
hear
model,
that?
didn't make them.
We've Jake and Karen here as well, and yeah, it's going to be a really good night. We're really excited. We've cocktails, free cocktails, and food arriving later on.
Lenny's had too many already. Look at him.
Yeah, Lenny's
He's
wrecked.
knackered. He hasn't moved.
Lenny's loaded.
I have to say, the clothes look fab.
Yeah. and
I
in
was
fairness,
actually, if I'm going to be honest with you, when you said you're bringing out a clothing line, I was kind of going, oh God, he doesn't really, you're not into clothes.
No, so
Not
where
really,
did the
no,
idea
no.
come
Yeah.
from?
Well, the idea came because I used to do a lot of photo shoots and album shoots, newspapers, magazines, and I'd always
name it.
have to borrow clothes.
Yeah.
And then I was always like, do you know what? I'd looked at other people doing in
Their own
business,
brands.
doing their own brands, and I was like, do you know what? I think I could probably have a go at it. And between Terry, who takes the pictures for me for the last few years, we got together and came up with the range. And it's been 18 months in the planning.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time.
When
'Cause
I
I'm not
seen
gonna
the
lie.
pictures, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, when
I
you
wasn't
first
expecting the
mentioned it,
fashion.
I was like, oh, this is going to be
Yeah,
a
me and Jake had a
disaster.
good discussion going.
And then we've
Cheers,
seen
Jake.
some of the clothes. No, right.
I'm
and
in shock,
Okay,
they're
I'm going to
fab.
say this, right? So I've got a little bit of a surprise here for Nathan now, right? The reason I thought that this was going to be a disaster is because Carter clothing over the years hasn't been the most fashionable, okay?
And that's
so I'm going to
yourself
get a
until you
few
met me, you
pictures up
hadn't a
here
clue
on the
either.
iPad. The first one is the first kind of photo shoot that I remember Nathan doing. And for everyone at home, this is the picture that we're looking at. So can you please explain to us what type of Carter clothing this
God.
suit was?
Oh, God.
It looks as if you were starring as the Tin Man
Tin
in
Man.
The Wizard of Oz.
Tin Man suit.
Was that ever fashionable?
No.
No.
Definitely
Who
not.
influenced this look? Okay, we're going to
Jimmy
move on.
Buckley.
We're going to move on, right? Because we have a few. I don't know where this picture come from, but white suits, you definitely can't pull that one off. What were you thinking here?
Oh, that's for a Joe Dolan. That's Joe Dolan's suit.
Oh, that's his actual suit.
That's his actual suit.
Well, Joe could
Yeah.
pull it off, but you definitely couldn't. Look at that. What's with the grey t-shirt? Right, and we've got two others. This one is from the Wagon Wheel album. You wore your tablecloth for that one, did you? I'm going to have a few farmers coming after me for that. But
That's still in now.
that is
in
not
the
fashionable.
country community.
Ah, come on, lads.
Checkered shirts.
Lads,
Checkered
over there,
shirts.
do you think that's fashionable? Is that fashionable? Oh, we won't talk about jiving
You
this
need
week.
you need
Poor
brown
Andrew
boots.
got some hate mail last week for jiving. And finally, we want to talk about this one. It was nice of Dad to lend you his shirt for this photo shoot.
Let me see.
And the velvet jacket. Look at that.
Can we actually say you
I was 18.
You were 18
we're
then?
not.
18.
But never mind the clothes, but what was on with the haircut? It's like
Did you
Jed had
dye your
gone
hair
wrong.
then? It looks like
at that.
yeah, bad black dye in it.
Do you know what? It's like, remember the In-Betweeners? Who was your man who just always used to fancy Carly on
Or
it?
Jedward.
Or
Oh,
Jedward.
Simon.
Simon, yeah.
Simon on him.
I
So that
actually
was,
feel you look younger now than you did 20 years ago.
That was Carter clothing over
Botox
the years.
is unreal.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
So it has
Hey,
improved a
it.
lot, and I'd like to say that is why we were first shocked. But I was pleasantly surprised when you started showing me the clothes then about 6 months ago, because the stuff is very, very
And
fashionable.
it's high quality. It's not.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's not the cheapest of clothing, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to stick out stuff that I wouldn't
You didn't believe in.
Babe,
Or you
believe
wouldn't
in,
wear
and I
yourself.
wouldn't wear myself. So the jumpers aren't cheap, but they're really good quality.
Yeah.
And women and men can wear them. So
Hence. Do you know
hence,
what I mean?
hence this. Look at this.
I actually love it, I have to say.
For all of our listeners, I'm going to have to double check what it is now, but we do have a special surprise for everyone who is listening. We can offer you a discount code of COUCH15 to get 15% off for the next couple of days. So if you want to go and get yourself some Carter clothing,
It's only lasting for a few days, so
go and get it now.
Yeah.
Use the discount code COUCH15,
Yeah.
and that is lasting until the 8th of November.
Until 20
Until the
minutes
8th of
ago.
November. So you have a couple of days.
You had
You've got
your
over
chance.
a couple of weeks to go and get yourself some Carter clothing and use the discount code COUCH15
COUCH15.
to get 15% off. Right, we're going to be back now with a very, very special guest, so don't go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Carter Couch. We have a very special, delicious guest with us. Will you please welcome Mr. Garen?
How are you fixed?
Mr. Garen Noon.
Thank you very much for
It's
having me.
not pronounced no one, as I heard you saying recently.
No, it's not pronounced no one, it's Noon. It's a nice, elegant sort of West of Ireland name.
And
very
that is your
classy.
real name.
That is my real name. Yeah, does it not sound like a real name?
Well, I've never come across another Garen.
Yeah, Garen's an unusual one. It comes
I
from...
just always thought it was a surname.
So
Garen? You thought my first name was my surname?
It's not a
Garen.
man.
I'm sorry, guys, you're very easily confused, are you?
Well, that's just me.
That's just Karen.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. So, Garen, it's great to have you on. This is completely
Random.
Yeah. We did not plan this. Garen was here for the launch.
Thank
but
you.
do you know what I love about you as
Thanks
well?
for
is
coming.
I
Yeah.
obviously seen you on TikTok over the last kind of 2 years probably, and you're kind of one of the big names on TikTok now in Ireland.
Come on, you good thing.
But it's
Thank you
such...
very much.
Probably
I'm
the
flattered.
biggest. Would I say the biggest?
I'm not the best. Maybe
He's
like in
like
terms of actual physical size. But I don't think in numbers,
No,
I'm up
in
there,
numbers.
but...
He's hardly going to say himself, yeah, I'm the biggest.
No, I
and
know,
best.
but some of
No,
your
I'm the,
videos.
I'm the best. I'm the most underrated,
Yeah.
for
Best.
sure, yeah.
The
I
best.
love your accent.
The best.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mayo.
Whereabouts in Mayo?
Ballina.
Ballina.
Have you ever been there in your travels?
I've been in Crossmolina.
Crossmolina, yeah. I'm actually from out behind Crossmolina. So yeah, love it. Where'd you play in
Heine's
Crossmolina?
Upper Deck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
lovely stuff.
that a
And then-
sure, you know us well.
James Taylor wrote a song about it as well.
Right.
In my mind, I'm going
Going
to
to Crossmolina.
Crossmolina.
That was the original lyric, was it? But no,
don't
what I
know
was
what's
trying
it.
to say there was a lot of people know you for the TikTok, but not a lot of people know how well you can actually sing.
Thank you very much. I'm okay. I can
And
hold a tune. Yeah.
Obviously, you had a massive break there on the Late Late Country Special. They
I know.
brought you in. So if anyone didn't watch that, Garen was singing on the Late Late Country Special.
Yeah, I was a bit of a random inclusion. See, I did it last year. I did the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
We've done
yeah.
a duet.
Yeah, we did
Last
a duet.
year.
Yeah. And everybody thought I was going to be on the show, but obviously I wasn't on the show because I'm not really a country singer. So everybody got annoyed that am I allowed curse?
Of course you
Yeah.
can.
Okay, I was going to say piss. It's not even a bad one.
Jesus.
Everybody was pissed off that I wasn't on the Late Late Show, so they were forced to bring me on.
Right.
But I think people liked it. So
Well, I think that probably
did.
opened a lot of people up to realising how good you actually could sing.
You're really glazing me, man. I'm starting to get
Delighted.
embarrassed.
Like a
Amen.
glazed donut.
I've got, Jesus, can I bring you everywhere with me? I'm going to skip.
Right, but while you're here, there's one thing that I want to bring up, okay? So a couple of weeks ago, on I think it was episode 2, we talked about the chicken fillet roll.
Yeah.
So
okay.
one of the staple Irish foods, basically, right? And Nathan has this thing, and I want to get your opinion on it, right?
Okay.
So he got a chicken fillet roll and he brought it to our apartment in Dublin the other day. The
First of all, it
24
wasn't a
hour,
roll.
just in Lucan.
It was just a
He
sandwich.
started wrong because he got a
Exactly.
sandwich, right?
I know.
Then what was on this sandwich? Would you like to tell Garen?
Southern fried chicken,
Okay.
Keep going.
bacon,
Keep
Okay.
going.
sausage.
Keep going.
What the fuck, man? Pick a meat.
Keep going.
Like, Jesus, are you just trying to piss off as many animals as humanly possible? Where did the sausage come
Sharon is not going to be happy with you.
from? Yeah,
She's a vegan.
100%.
But hold on, we're not done.
There was a bit of
Coleslaw.
cheese and coleslaw.
And then
And then a bit of chow
No,
mein.
I was really
Karen had
hungry.
had chow mein that night, and he then went and put this on the sandwich as well.
But the chicken and bacon mix, so you go, oh, I'll have chicken. Like,
Chicken, bacon and cheese.
They were obviously, Nathan
What?
Carter's coming in and ordered the weirdest, meatiest sandwich
Everyone's
I've
still
ever
talking
seen in my
about it,
life.
I'd say.
And he said he enjoyed it
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how could you not enjoy chicken and sausages and
with
bacon?
coleslaw.
Coleslaw's
and a
nice.
bit of chicken
I'll
chow
have
mein.
I'll have no coleslaw slander. I'll have
Coleslaw
zero.
is right.
I know
I'm
it's
not
your
a coleslaw
podcast,
lover.
but I'll have zero coleslaw slander.
Leave coleslaw out of it.
Coleslaw is the most
Yeah, but
underrated.
coleslaw with a sausage.
I'd
You'd have that with your fries.
Absolutely,
You'd
I
dip
would.
that
Watch
all
me.
in.
no.
Watch me.
With beans as well.
No, not beans. Oh, do
No.
you have beans on
No,
it?
I didn't. No.
I love
Are you-
beans on
Don't be
it.
ridiculous, Jake.
Don't be so stupid.
So you had chicken chow mein as well.
Well, that was on it too. It was.
On the
It was.
sandwich.
Oh, it was
How wide was
catastrophic.
this?
Couldn't get it in my mouth. did I?
Aye, aye. And you've a big enough job. Right, so that was that. I just wanted to bring that up to see what
That's
your
an
thoughts are anyway.
abomination.
So on our podcast every week we do this thing called the Carter Counsel, where people send in their life's qualms or their problems, right?
Oh my,
And
giving people
this week
advice.
Yeah.
we would like to get Garen's advice for our Carter Counsel, okay? So I have 3 here, and I'm gonna start with an anonymous one from Belfast. So this
Okay.
lady doesn't want her name released. She's just from Belfast and her name is Anne.
Okay.
No, I'm only joking. Her name's not Anne. So, hi guys, I love the podcast and I just wanted to get your opinion on a big age gap in a relationship. I tend to only be attracted to guys that are much older than me. Let's say at least 10 years. What do you think? Am I crazy?
Go for it, Anne. Like, just have your fill. Like, if that's what you're into, you go right ahead. I don't
Have
have a
your
problem.
daddy fetish.
Like, I think if you're the younger one, then it's grand. It's when older people do be kind of creeping that you need advice.
Well, there is a
Yeah, but
line,
how do you
isn't
know
there?
If
if
you're
they're
30
10 years
you're like-
older?
Say that
Is
again?
it? Do you have to be like grey, hairy men that she
Yeah,
knows
how does
that
she
way
know?
older?
Does
Yeah, you're 10 years older than Jake.
I'm not fucking 10. 5. I know, yeah.
Okay, is this from you?
But
Or
I'm
did
not
you write
grey.
this in?
I didn't
You're
write
not
this in, no.
Yeah,
This
that
wasn't
was
me.
me.
Karen is
Anne/Jake.
5 years older than me, so it's not.
that's-
it's not.
that's-
But I
Yeah,
think
but I didn't know. I mean, if you were to look at me, I'm a fine bit of stuff compared to him.
Obviously, you
wouldn't
look
put
exactly
that.
the same age.
everyone thinks. How old do you think I am?
Oh, Christ.
With your pink jumper.
I'm going to say you're 28.
Good start. Not bad. I'll take it. I'm 26.
Okay.
But people think I'm
That's
like.
what I mean. You
Someone
wouldn't
else looks
think-
like
Maturity.
35.
Yeah, you don't look 35.
was
Man.
like-
Don't let
Who
people
said
Karen's
pull you
a
down
woman.
like that.
Yeah, that was disgraceful.
He did have a white stick though, the fella that was
Right, we're going to move on to the next one.
Yeah, age
okay?
gap, go for it. If you like
Yeah.
grey haired men,
Once you're
go
not
for
harming
it.
anyone, yeah. Just don't be going out with like a 70-year-old when you're
Go
20.
for it. Go for it. Like,
No,
and
like,
whatever your
leave
name
them
is,
to
if
it.
you like 70-year-old men, don't let people head on you. You do your thing, okay?
Right, next up we have an actual Annie from Galway. She says, I accidentally liked my crush's, does anyone use the word crush anymore? Anyway, 2012 vacation photo while scrolling through their Instagram. Now I'm terrified that they'll think I'm a stalker. You kind of are.
Can't be 2012.
What should I
Instagram wasn't
do?
out.
I don't know, that's what she wrote here. Should I like a recent post or should I just delete my account?
Own it. You know, I would just say, hey, yeah, no. Well, first of all, it's not going to get brought up. But if it does get brought up, if he goes, hey, why are you liking my old pictures?
true.
Just basically go, yeah, I think you're a fine bit of stuff. Like, I was having a peek. That one, that one particularly caught my fancy. We're looking good then. Obviously, don't get too up your own hole about it because it was about 10 years ago. So you
Yeah,
obviously
it's a
don't
bit
look
far,
that good
like-
anymore. But I would say, listen, it's been 10 years. I thought you looked good then. I just thought it was something you could aim towards. Then you're putting them on the chase again.
What do you think about that? What would you do? Would you own it or would you just be like, oh,
You'd
no?
have to own it.
Oh,
Would you
no.
unlike it
You're
and
not going to
pretend you didn't
delete
do
your
anything?
account.
Can you,
Like,
can you
a bit
unlike
drastic.
it?
I'm finished.
You can unlike it, but they've probably seen
They
it.
will have seen it.
Oh, will they?
Well, is he not? Is he monitoring his page
Maybe
24/7
not, yeah.
for old likes?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I just
Jake
think
does.
Yeah, Jake.
Never off my phone. Yeah, I think just own it. That's what we have to do.
always
there.
own it. If you fancy someone, just tell them and don't be weird about it.
And the final one we have here, right? My boyfriend and I are having an argument over what to name our future dog. He wants to name him Fluffy McSnuggles, and I think that is effing stupid. How do I convince him that this is a stupid name without starting a dog naming war? Fluffy's fine, but Fluffy McSnuggles is a bit...
I would ask how she feels about Fluffy because you can just agree to it and then consistently shorten the dog's name to Fluffy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
You're not going to say, here, Fluffy McSnuggles.
I would.
You just go, here,
I
Fluffy.
had a dog called Morpheus for a while.
Morpheus?
Yeah, from The Matrix.
Oh, right. I've never watched The Matrix. Sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought he
just
was
going to
kind
put
of
that
a
out there.
wise dog, so suited him.
Was he
And
wise?
did it get shortened?
Morph.
Morphe, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good old Morphe.
Got
Come on,
morphed into
Morpho.
morph.
He wasn't
Morphed
my
into
dog, he was someone else's dog. I just named him that.
Oh, you just named him?
Right.
Well, I named our dog.
Wait.
So
Oh,
our
here we
dog
go.
is called Lennon Carter on his passport.
Lenny
Okay.
Bourne.
After
no,
John Lennon.
Bourne.
But
Yeah.
then it got shortened to Lenny.
Yeah, see
Lenny
that?
just
So,
wore.
and now he just gets like Len or Lenzo or Lenny McSnuggles or...
No, get the boat.
Never call him Lenny. But yeah, Lenny's kind of cute. But then I was like, I'd love that as a child's name, but now I can't use it because the dog's name...
Hang on a minute, you
Not
talking
that we're
about
having
like the
children?
name-
Not that we're having a kid,
You'd
like,
like
but,
the name
you know.
Lenny as a child's name?
Yeah, I think it's kind of cute.
And
Like,
so you want the child to come out 50 years of old with a host of like baggage. It sounds like the child would be coming straight out with a divorce under his belt.
Lenny.
It's like,
Lenny.
like Roger. Like you don't hear of a
yeah,
baby
or a
Roger.
child
Or a
called
Mick.
Derek.
Lenny the child, really.
Yeah. I think Lenny's cute. Don't know. I think Lenny's cute.
Barbara. Maureen.
Right, so what do we say to this couple? I think, yeah, just agree on
I
Fluffy
just
and
think
just
the
tell
girl
him.
should always get the decision at the end of the day.
What did you want to call Lenny?
Lenny.
No, I
Hence
came up
why
with
he's
Lenny.
called Lenny. You wanted Lennon.
I wanted to call him something to do with the Beatles, and I wasn't calling my dog John, because that's just weird. Come on, John. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm taking my dog to the pub. Me and John are going for a pint.
You and Lenny, you said Lennon, I said Lenny, and then it stuck with Lenny because I'm the girl.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree.
Yeah, also, that is another important point. The woman generally wins.
does,
So
don't
just
they?
agree to it.
Just
Put your
say,
hands
yeah.
up, Jake.
That's it.
Right, can we give Garen a massive round of applause, everyone,
Fair play, Garen.
for his
Ah, thanks for
spontaneous,
joining us.
Forward to tonight.
spontaneous
wait to
joining
hear you
us
sing.
on the show.
Thank you very much.
And
for
you're going to
having
give us a few songs later on,
me.
not on the podcast.
Not right
sadly.
now, no, but we might do later, yeah.
Very good. Right, we want to say a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in. If you have anything that you want to show us next week, whether it be the Carter
Show
Counsel, or send us, the Carter Counsel in the bin, or what we've talked about throughout this podcast, please get in touch with us at the Carter Couch on Instagram and social media, or thecartercouch@gmail.com. We want to say a massive thank you to Andrew down there on cameras.
Hey.
Andrew is around there, and Brian, our producer. We will be back next week with another episode of the Carter Couch. And don't forget your very special discount code. The reason that we're here
Couch
today
15.
for Carter clothing is Couch15, and make sure you go and get yourselves something from the website. Anything else to add, guys?
No, have a great week.
Thanks
See
so
you
much.
soon.
See you all soon.
Stay
Thank
delicious.
you, Garen.